Thanks for being with us here in Huntington Beach, California, where we have the biggest surf shops in the world right across the street on Main Street in Huntington. And you could get your brand new board, run across back to the lineup here at the south side of the pier and see how you would fare on these running lefts into the pilings. The world's best have been having their way with it today. It's interesting to see just a couple of names having to deal with round 2 later on today.
Yeah, definitely. Courtney Conlog, one of those people. Steph Gilmore in that last heat going down to Tatiana.
As we see the start here from Nikki Van Dijk. Already throwing down the backside snap and now hoping for a reform. This is that downtime you're forced to deal with here at Huntington, but you could be in store for a rampy inside closeout section. It's going to be a lofty float for Van Dijk, and she'll get credit for the finish. Let's take another look at this opening turn row.
Big backhand swoop. That's been the money turn of the day. That section going towards the pier bowl. A lot of surfers finding connection with that sweet spot. And then watch Nikki find that rail-to-rail transition too. Does so well in that dead water. She wants it, Joe. Tail drop floater there. And the meat of the score is.
More waves on the way. Lakey Peterson. Nice tight jam in the pocket. She'll head up on the north end. Lakey, a former US Open champ as well. As we talked about, we have 7 previous champions of this event in the draw this year. Courtney won her title a long time ago. As we see Lakey's wave again.
Well, we spoke about those big maneuvers out the outside. Lakey manages to fit one in on that pocket there. The talent and just such a bubbly personality on tour.
As we continue with this one, Rogue, Van Dijk up and down. Surfers that loves the hometown support and actually turns in her best in front of her friends and family. As we see now, this one setting up. Lakey Peterson up and down.
On a south swell, a hurricane south swell. So is that something that just popped up into your window and you said, hey, I've got a great backhand, let's attack?
I guess. I just saw it, and a lot of the rights have been closing out today, and that one looked like it was going to stay open, and Steph definitely was eyeing it. So I was like, oh, I got to go. I'm not going to let her go and smash this right. So, yeah, I kind of just went just to, I don't know, be smart, I guess. I saw that it was going to open, and then I was all stoked.
See and Tati helping each other prepare. Great support system underway. During that catch-up, we had Laura Enever got a solid wave.
Definitely that backhand approach. Always a weapon in Laura's arsenal. Watch this flow, just having that ability to rebound off that white water, gain some speed. To Jessie Mendez, I remember surfing. I'll get back to that, Joe.
Nice late takeoff from Van Dijk off the lip. A perfect, smooth backhand connection. The surfer from a place called Phillip Island in Australia just wants to seal the deal with an inside reform and absolutely hammers the finish.
Tatiana was in the water. She's like, okay, come on, wrap it up. We've got to go. Jessie's in the semis. Got to go watch him in Japan. But wow, look at that maneuver from Nikki. That closeout section right there has been gaining surfers a lot of points, and Nikki's using it to her advantage. I love the wave choice that she's had in this heat so far. Watch this little rebound. Gets the rebate on the shorey. So Nikki.
Her comeback to the tour, especially that frontside wrap she had a little bit extra to it. And the judges were absolutely eating it up for good reason. Lakey up now, and it's just a quick up and down. Qualified a couple of years later.
Yeah, I mean, we just think back to the high pressure situations. Here she is on her exchange, Lakey.
So speaking of Lakey, sticking to just backside turns, just a quick one there, and she's out, Ro.
That's all astounded and take it to the champ. So Lakey's used to those situations. And here she's fighting with a frothy one. Doesn't get that second connection, unfortunately.
It's up to Enever if she wants this wave. She has priority over Nikki Van Dijk. Nice takeoff, pier bowl right-hander. Ends up getting hung up on the first turn. You're watching the Vans US Open of Surfing. Vans off the wall since 1966, bringing the world's best back to the south side of Huntington Pier once again.
The Jeep leaders ranking first place. I always get that wrong, but yeah, take that first place spot on the Jeep leaderboard.
as the world title race is always a fun one. And also epic to see two big hammers on the back.
What a person to have in your corner, giving you your backup board and just giving you that reassurance to get back in the lineup and do your thing.
Laura now, top turn on this running left, big section, and she tries to hammer it under the hood. And that takes her straight down. So
what a person to have in your corner, giving you your backup board and just giving you that reassurance to get back in the lineup and do your thing.
Laura now, top turn on this running left, big section, and she tries to hammer it under the hood. And that takes her straight down. So Laura needing a 7.01. Figured she'd go for that number on the finishing move. Van Dijk has been the heat leader for the majority of this heat. Won't get much out of that effort. We talked about the Rochelle Ballard story, where she's putting on the jersey. As we see what happened to Lakey here again.
Well, Lakey starting off with a big crack. She knows she's looking for that 7+ range wave, and there that sweep just hurdles her along to the piling. This is where the board kind of gets wrapped around. She spends a couple minutes trying to break free, so that's where that suck can pull you down underwater. So Lakey in a really scary situation there. That's something as a competitor you need to shake off quite quickly and get your wits about you, and Lakey did that so well. I mean, she hasn't even popped up yet. It'd be interesting to know how long she spent underwater and then getting back to her board to try and just save it from that piling again.
I'm away from her. That was the smartest way to get that done. Lakey now already back into the lineup, trying to pull off a miracle comeback. Falling on the last turn, still chasing an 8.17 with 4 minutes to go. Laura's thinking about a wave here. Nikki has priority, so she's going to play defense just to seal the deal with a victory as she continues on to compete later on this week at the Vans US Open of Surfing. Laura and Lakey will have to surf one more time today to get through round 2.
Smart strategy here from Nikki. She may even improve on that 5.5, her second scoring wave in the scoreline.